Welcome into the Dice Dragons Guild. In this hall, we unite under one banner. Live by the die.
Die by the die.
Not bad.
Oh, 19.
Not bad.
16.
That's pretty good. What do you get?
16.
Ooh.
Oh, hey.
8.
Ooh.
9.
I win.
Single digits right there.
When we last encountered our brave heroes, you had done some shopping in the city of Mosswick after a lovely communal brunch hosted at the Starlight Concert Hall by Melpomene and the rest of the Daydream Revolution. But before setting out, you asked your familiars, Nyx and the cat, and Theratrix, the spiritual dragon, you tasked them with snooping on Melpomene for the day, lest you miss any signals that she was going to head out to a Fey Realm portal that she neglected to tell Ayla about after all of these years. Unfortunately, Nyx and Theratrix, perhaps rusty in their recon abilities, were quite obviously spotted by their quarry, something which may result in an awkward conversation later, but no time for that now. A stopover at Pappy Polly's Potion Palace resulted in the identification of one potion stolen from the very much distracted Hilda of the Crossbows and Roses as her boss, Arillin, beat the third member of their party senseless at the suggestion of Kai. The creation of several more unique homemade potions and the promise of another concoction created from the manticore spikes left by Ayla, or Spike. In addition, several of you made a pit stop at the Courier's Haven, sending some not at all coded messages to those close to you and receiving hopefully sage advice in return. And then it was time for the awaited arrival of a large group of travelers from Balsted, escorted by military from the Valiant and the Cassian Guard. The citizens and visitors of Mosswick gathered at the west gate to greet the arrivals, but chaos erupted as it became immediately clear that horrific flayed monsters were in pursuit and out for blood. Military, mercenaries, and you rushed forward to aid in the fight, while helpless citizens, visitors, children, and those not capable of doing anything but running fled towards the gate. You had the upper hand over those new to these skinless, beast-like abominations, but your one interaction had been with an already wounded foe. This was much harder. As Ayla gave inspiration, Iolite transformed into living star stuff, Kai blasted eldritch energy in a blinding light, and Kethra morphed into a formidable bear, Eldon found himself the target of a seething, poisonous, blood-starved beast whose mauling attacks threatened to tear him apart. And we rejoin you at the top of round 4.
Uh-oh. You don't have any, death saves or anything yet, right?
Not yet.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Like I've said a few times, do what the party would do. Play the characters, not the game.
Also, remember, whoever makes the first attack roll against that monster gets advantage. Because 2 weeks ago, I cast Guiding Bolt. Right before the session ended.
And some of us are blessed.
And, yeah.
Yes, you are blessed.
And
We have some blessing, we have some concentration, we've got blinded for another few
I got
rounds.
Bardic here.
Another 6, I think.
6 more rounds.
I think it's 6 rounds.
36 seconds. Okay, so top of the round we have
These two are blinded.
I thought one
Ayla.
of those was dead for some reason.
Is this 20?
none of them are dead, no.
No, is this
For some
20?
reason I thought they did.
That is not.
circumference.
That is,
24
no,
diameter.
it's a
Diameter.
10-foot radius.
Can you give me a 20, please?
What you casting?
I'm gonna put that fucker to sleep.
Yes.
I just gotta find all my d8s. thought.
20-foot
Right,
radius.
you can angle it
correct?
how you want it. There you go.
Okay.
Get them all and me.
You're already down.
Hey, man.
Just keep sleeping.
Yep.
Just keep
The
sleeping.
big sleep.
It's a dirt nap.
Yeah.
And of course, I got a phone call.
Dude, they're watching. Dude, it's like clockwork every time. It doesn't matter when we start, but whenever we start, he gets a phone
Somebody
call.
calls him. Well, he's down, so I guess it doesn't matter.
I'm gonna use the anxiety of the anxious pea.
The anxious pea. That's a new bar.
The anxious pea.
Alright, so this is at second level.
Okay. How many dice is that?
7.
Okay. 78.
78. Alright. — 22
22 total.
total.
You stand
It's not that great.
standing back. Describe how you cast your spell.
I just do whoosh, spin, and I go to fucking sleep.
Okay. And this kind of like burst of of energy around here. Let's see. You watch as like this glitter kind of falls from the sky all around everything in this area, and there does not seem to be any effect.
Oh no!
Oh, he's dead.
I was excited about that
We
little
know
sleepy
that
sleep.
any of them have more than 22 hit points.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was thinking. Wasn't expecting to get those, but I thought that one
Are
would
certain
at least
things
go.
not affected by, or is it the number of?
It goes by your hit.
It goes by the
The
hit
hit
points
points.
available, so it look kind of like if you're dropped to 0.
So,
Well then,
days of planning to waste.
you've been thinking about that for 2 weeks.
I'm like, what? I'm starting. So what should I do? I'm like, if I can put it to sleep, then it's not going to be chewing on him while he's trying to be revived.
I'm
Right.
assuming it didn't work.
It didn't work.
Balls.
That was a 20-foot
Yes.
radius.
Yeah. So like, if that guy's alive, he's asleep. But
So they all made it?
Hold on, let me just double check. Can you choose, or is it just
It
whatever's
goes
in the
by
20?
whoever has the
you
lowest
start with the
hit
lowest
points
hit
in
points,
the circle.
like in cascading order.
So
Okay.
whoever was in the area, whoever had the lowest hit points among
Is it lowest like max hit points, like total, or is
Whoever-
it?
no,
I
how
was
many
just
hit
checking to
points you
see if
have
you
at
put
that
that
time.
if you put that guard to sleep, but you did not.
No, I think it was just.
No, it covered the guard.
Did it cover the guard? Okay.
Yeah,
No,
it goes
not
to
that
the,
one, he's
to
dead.
the outside of the ring.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else that you're doing, Ayla?
I was expecting that to work, so give me a second.
Well, my daughter says hi to everybody.
Hi.
Can't I give an unconscious person bardic inspiration?
You can, yeah. They're not dead.
Yeah, but I can't add that to death saves, right? Oh,
You should. Yeah,
You
you can add it
It's a
to
saving throw.
an ability roll or whatever, or saving throw. It's a death save. It's a saving throw. So
Yeah, let's see. Ability check, attack roll, and saving throw.
there you go. You're good.
But I have to see if you're in range. Alright, so 5,
What's the range?
60.
He's within range.
He's within range?
Yeah, it's
Alright.
like a foot.
As I swear,
You also can just move forward if he's
I'm
not.
not moving. As I swear,
Can't get any
in the
closer.
many languages that I know, I'm going to do a backflip. And then shoot my fingers forward.
Finger gun style.
And then
Are you moving backwards or just flipping in the air?
I'm just like doing like a flip.
Okay.
Flip in place. Hey, maybe I like to go one step back.
Okay.
like lean back, bounce on your tail.
like a kangaroo.
Like on a bouncy ball, you know, like you see them do like the backflip on the bouncy ball.
I do like
All
those.
right. You know what? I'm gonna move my chair out of my way.
What? Oh, that didn't work.
That stinks. I don't understand how that works at all.
Sleep.
Yeah.
It's like, so if you had hurt, typically you're going to cast against something that's hurt. Let's say you had 5 monsters that all had 5 hit points, and he cast this.
Uh-huh.
Because they only have 5 hit points, you like subtract. they all hit 0,
Uh-huh.
except for 1, who still has 3 left. So 4 out of the 5 would go to sleep because that
So
one
I had
has 3
21.
left.
If he had 20 hit points,
Or less,
he
yeah.
would go to sleep.
Right.
And then like 1, and nothing
It would, like,
happen
carry
to him,
over.
But, like,
Oh, okay.
it would 1 would be
So did they
subtracted.
have too many hit points?
Too
You
many
couldn't
hit
put
points.
any of them to
Didn't do
sleep.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Got it.
it always starts with whoever has the lowest
Right.
first.
I put them all in range just in case I got lucky, but I was
So
going for him
Yeah, so we know they have at least 20
at least.
hit points left.
So
I know this one's taking the
those
most
of
damage,
you
so-
who, let's see, who would notice? I'll just say whoever
Not me.
who can no, not Eldon. Anybody else though, you would notice that. Would you be able to? Oh no, wait, I hid it from them. Like these children stole my
Laser
pointer, but I put it somewhere hiding it from them, and now I can't remember.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Oh, thank
I lost their tablets for like 6 days because I hid it somewhere
Would
where
you be
I
able to
don't
Hit it too
put
good.
it,
Yeah.
put this character right there. You notice, we'll say Kai looking through, Kethra, yeah, the rest of you all notice. You see up against this rock, breathing heavily with panic in her eyes, a Callie, halfling, with shackles on her arms, just trying to not be seen in this moment and looking panicked as monsters and people are running past. As this is all happening, there are folks just running past you all, dodging in between as much as they can. But that is what you see over there. Eldon.
Callie, the owner of the
Callie, the owner
Callie's
of Callie's.
Callie's Jugs.
But she's shackled.
She's in
She is shackled and up
Somebody
against.
set a tent on fire.
You know what? When monsters are
didn't
attacking
connect
the
that.
land, laws go out. The slap on the wrist, the drunk tank, okay?
All right, Eldon. It is time. Are you down? Down? Okay. So, what? Actually, well, do you want to give a flash of what goes through your mind before or after you make the roll? And do you want to roll or do you want me to do it? You can do whatever you want. There's no right
I was
or
gonna
wrong
say
answer.
that's if there's a weird thing where I don't like not knowing,
That's
but
fine.
I'm just gonna roll it, because I think
You
somebody
can
else
use your
did.
inspiration if you want to add to it.
And I'll add that, which is 5 plus 5 to that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Do you want to?
Um,
What goes through Eldon's mind as he?
The time he was a little boy before he was taken with the keepers and coming home with a bloody nose, and his coming through the door, and his father was over at the quarry, but his mother saw him and just kind of was like, oh, one of those like, again, Ellie, again. And he just has the memory of her like taking her little apron off her dress and cleaning him up, and him having to explain how it was, he saw some older boys picking on some younger girl, and he had to intervene, and he got beat up for his troubles. So even as just a boy, he was doing basically the same thing of why he's in the current situation now. So
And his mother again telling him, and that's what makes you special. Boop. All right. It is the guard's turn. So those two guards there are going to attack that creature with their long swords.
I'm picturing this monster over here in the woods unseen. to
Sour
everybody.
Patch Kid.
Just going.
Yeah, what's the story with that?
I was like, I
Sour
noticed
Patch
the Sour
Kids.
Patch Kid a little while
Sour
ago.
monster.
It's in control of them. It's just in the shadows, just going.
Get these away from me.
He's a wizard. He's a evil sorcerer.
The gummy wizard.
I want to hug him more because I
Yes.
was eating him too.
For those perhaps wondering why there was a Sour Patch Kid, we have added yet another game in this room, and it is with those of you who watch the Nat 30s, Lauren, Rachel, and Annie. And therefore, it is chaos. It has started off as chaos, and there will be chaos on the table every other week as they do something and leave you a present.
Look forward
to
to
do
seeing the
something
chaos every
we
other
have to
week.
start-
Sweetly
Things to them.
nefarious. You know?
Yep,
I
there
do
will
like
be.
the Sour Patch Kid monster, though. I think that's great.
cool.
Mr. BB.
So there are
EG.
two hits. I'm not gonna roll because it's kind of a pain in the ass right now. So that's another 16 points of damage to number 1. Okay, and they kind of call out to folks. You see all around you. Oh, that guard. I'm gonna have them do death saving throws this time. Okay. You see several, as you're all running around here, there are more of these blood-starved beasts that are jumping out of the jungles, like all around. People are running, screaming. You do see some of the guards that as they run up, and mercenaries, just random folks that have been around, like some of them will run and then they just stop in their tracks. Others are just like letting loose arrows or running straight up, and the same kind of reaction of some are running away. This is unlike anything, and you can see off in the distance too Dan Perler, who is one of the Valiant that you've originally met in Balsted, is trying his best to rally folks and pushing people out of the way and telling them to run. There's a lot of chaos at the moment, and more of these beasts are approaching as you fight. Kai.
Oh boy, oh boy. I am. Okay. Could be a bad idea, but I'm doing it anyways. Kai's gonna look back towards Iolite and then look towards Eldon. And what he's gonna do is he's gonna shout towards the beast. And he is going to fire Eldritch Blast at it.
Okay.
That's not good.
Maybe we have one of the other ones.
Don't forget, you all start every session with.
Yes, I am going to use that now.
It says it on there.
I think
They're
it was
blessed.
us except
It says it on there.
Yeah, everybody except for me, I believe.
When we
I was
use
too far away.
bless, if we have advantage, do we re-roll the d4 with it,
D4.
or do we leave the d4 and
I
just
would say
re-roll
leave the d4 and just roll the.
d20? That's a little bit better. So that's 20 to hit.
That does indeed hit.
All right.
nice.
So we got
Like
that.
Christ, right? Imagine if she said no.
Oh, God.
So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of force damage. And Kai is going to attempt to taunt it
Okay.
and move back this
Towards
way.
the Sour Patch Kid.
Yeah.
Sour Patch Kid
Hide
Island.
behind the Sour Patch Kid.
Okay. Anything else?
That's all.
Is taunt like a bonus action you have? Is that like a move
No,
you
just
can
like
do, or
role
you're
play.
just
He just
Trying
puts
to-
pulling a.
hey?
Hey!
I am
Over
I don't know
here!
if it was a specific like.
Dr. Ian Malcolm lighting the flare.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, do I hate being
He
right all
just,
the
he,
time.
just, he just looks up at the ground. Kai, freeze!
Oh, actually, I think I get this back because of guiding bolt. I would have had advantage.
Oh, you would have had
on it.
advantage.
Oh,
Yep.
yes. I'm so
Yes,
glad
good
you remembered.
call. Yes.
Yep.
Right, because it didn't count for mine.
Right, because you didn't attack.
Okay. Anything else? You're all done?
That's all.
All right. So this creature is going to, let me just double check their movement, which I believe is pretty decent.
Also, Izzy, I'm so sorry. Theratrix is actually still on the field.
Oh, yes.
He has an independent action. He can do anything of his own mind if I'm incapacitated or unconscious.
Okay. Theratrix would... What's his flying? Or his hover?
40 feet.
Oops. Alright, Theratrix is going to move through, and actually, if you wouldn't mind moving him right about there. And for his action, he is going to try to search through your bag for a potion. So he
Good
swoops
boy.
swoops down, and then
He is a good
begins
boy.
rifling.
He deserves
through.
all the pets.
Get up, Papa.
Can you tell me the investigation?
Okay.
Your wisdom.
It would be
Plus anything?
+2.
Okay. I will say with an 18, he's able to rifle through, and he pulls out a potion, and so it is there in his mouth, essentially. Okay.
He's got a baby bird, yo. Whatever he's got to do.
All right. This guy is gonna run forward, and we'll just say it does.
That's her moonbeam, right?
Oh yeah, your moonbeam is under here.
So he takes the damage because it's the start of his
Yes,
turn.
does take the damage at the start of the turn. Nice. So you can roll your moonbeam damage, which I don't recall how many.
What's that other circle?
I think that's a
That's
stink.
a stink.
A stink?
That's
That's
the
the
poison
poison.
stink.
Yeah.
Oh, the
think when you-
stink, it
I think-
lingers?
Could you move?
I think when you shot it with an
up
arrow,
just a
right?
little?
Yeah.
Yeah. and that-
it stays?
ignited
It
the
stays with it right
A stink cloud.
7 plus 5.
Isn't Stink Cloud actually a spell too?
12? Stink cloud.
Something
I
like
think
that.
it is, yeah.
12.
Poison cloud.
Okay. And it is going to attack you with its multi-attack.
Yep.
So that is 3 slashes with its claws.
Jesus.
That
Why
is
did you do
Lot of
this?
slashes.
That's
little
two
buddy.
bodies that we have to drag back in.
Why, sir?
a 26, a 24, and a 13.
Oh, he's dead.
First 2 hit.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Well, hopefully she does under 50 damage, like what she did for me.
No. it's
Oh,
not-
that was a
I-
special.
I only have 41 hit points. I don't have as many hit points as you.
You haven't taken any damage yet, though.
Not yet.
Alright, that's 8. Nope, sorry. I keep forgetting to add the pluses. So
don't know
12
why.
points of slashing damage for the first one, plus 2 points of poison damage. And then for the second one, that's 13 points of slashing damage. Oof, and 7 points of poison damage.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
That's
that's
36 total.
No.
You're not done
It-
yet.
no, not yet. But that's exactly. I had 41. I have 1 hit point.
Okay.
Jeepers creepers.
Next, this one is going to, it's going to make a perception check because it's blinded. That's a natural 1. So I'm going to roll a random direction, actually with a D8, we'll say. It's going to bound over this guy here and go directly, it goes 40 feet, so it will reach towards you.
Seems a
So
little
it's right
too
up
far.
against you, but it used its action to do a perception check to try to figure out which way to go. Failing, just kind of lunges out. And then this one is going to just attack, and this is at disadvantage. The guy that's in front of it. Oops. Nope. That's the same roll. And that's a hit. So last one hits on this. Why did I put those away? These are the dice it uses. And you watch as this guard drops to the ground as just out of like flailing about randomly, it lands a strike, like sticking its long, spindly claw hand right in the chest of this guard, and then pulls out, and you can see this like black slime that comes out and eating away at the chest of this guard, and they fall down. All right. Iolite.
Okay. I think I'd like to move away from that guy. Is that gonna take an attack on me?
It will have an attack of opportunity, but it's blinded, so it will be at disadvantage.
Okay.
And it's only one attack.
It's only
I
one
believe.
attack.
It's not
Okay,
like
yeah.
the multi.
The multi-attack is its action, so.
I think I'll just take that then.
You could disengage, but that'd be.
But
a
then that's
cost
my
action.
action.
Yeah. Are you going to move away?
Yes.
Okay.
Where's the little measuring thing?
Here's one.
It's one of those. It's like right here. She's like,
Hold my breath.
What was that
Does
movie that came out a few
a
years ago with John
12 hit you?
Krasinski?
Oh,
don't.
Me,
No.
no.
a quiet.
Fight
No,
place.
13.
Quiet
All
Place,
right.
yeah.
It lashes
Misses.
out as you back away. We'll say actually it got a 12, so I'll say that for flavor, it actually like just swipes, and you like close your eyes expecting it to hit, and you watch the claw just kind of like move through the starry form as you run.
See, I like that. I like flavor on attacks,
it.
even if they don't hit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, my little stars kind of went,
Yep.
and then went back right back where they were. And I would like to cast Entangle on this
Okay.
guy.
What's the?
It is Strength save of 13.
What's the range?
Oh,
and
it's 20 square. 20 foot square.
20-foot square. All
What-
right. I believe
what's
I have it.
I want to exclude Kai from the square.
what's around it? What's the
It's
thing?
poison.
Oh, it's. No, I meant on the ring around the creature. So.
It's poisonous. It's
Oh.
got it. Oh, on
Oh,
the blind
hexed.
hexed. Sorry.
Oh.
The condition marker. All right. It's a strength save.
Yes, of 13.
Let me just double
Please
check
don't
if
take
it's
it.
got anything special. All right. That is a natural 19.
Oh.
So you watch the stuff coming up from the ground, all this greenery that starts to wrap around, but it's almost like it's so spindly
use
and
your thing.
like this
Oh
thin.
yeah, you could use your.
Oh, you can make me.
Can I do
reroll.
that?
Re-
Yeah.
As an inspired
Yeah, I want you to reroll.
action. All right.
I always forget about that thing. You guys always remind me at the. Oh, I have. Can I use that for a saving throw?
No.
A bardic?
Not mine.
Oh no.
For my like
for
an
your
attack,
own.
I can, right?
Yeah.
Or my saving throw.
Your saving throw,
Yeah.
your attack.
All right, I'll hang on.
So, describe how you see it kind of like pulling it, like ripping out from the entanglement. And I will roll to see if it works.
I don't like that she rolled it before.
I know. I think I'm gonna like fling what looks like kind of celestial, almost like water, but like a glitter shimmer of water that like falls onto the plants, and it kind of like renews them, and they
Okay.
come back like a little bit stronger.
What is your DC?
For the save, a 13.
It rolled a 10. So as you can see it pulling out from the greenery, and then you cast all these little glittery star stuff, and it renews and regenerates the grasses and the vines, and then it pulls it down, and it is restrained.
She's called a Dr. Manhattan.
All right.
And
Find that
then
later.
for my bonus action, I want to shoot my arrow at it. Wait, is it at disadvantage because it's entangled? I always forget.
No.
No, it's not. Okay.
It's not. I thought it was when you're.
It's not
restrained.
prone.
It's not
It's not
down.
prone.
It's just
Oh.
Yeah, it's not prone.
entangled. Okay. Let me do that. Oh, I can remember.
So this is restrained and not grappled, right? Just confirming.
Yes.
Okay.
One more time. Yes, restrained.
Okay.
And how do I shoot my arrow? It's been 2 weeks. So.
It's been 2 weeks. I don't know how anything works.
If it's restrained,
I rolled a D8.
attack rules.
I rolled a D8.
Have
Attack
advantage.
rule, yeah, they have advantage, so your attack roll would have the advantage on it then.
Oh,
Right?
If they're restrained.
Isn't it restrained?
Yeah, it is.
it is. So I get advantage.
Am I crazy? I thought everybody just told me that wasn't.
I thought you said disadvantage.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
I
no!
heard
I'm
I
sorry.
heard
Attacks-
disadvantage.
I'm sorry.
I was
Attacks
mixed up.
against the creature have advantage.
Right.
Because it's restrained.
Yes.
Alright.
All right.
I was gonna say like I remember the restraint and,
And
the
the-
grapple and the
yeah.
prone
For
because
for Bardic, do I have to roll first and then say if I'm going to use it, or do I have to say I'm going to use it before I roll?
You have to use it before she makes a ruling.
Before she
you
makes
So I can roll, be like, that's shit, and then
And
use
then,
Bardic,
yeah.
but she can't tell me first if it's
Right, if
bad.
it makes
Okay.
her. You have to decide before.
Yeah, you have to
know the
decide
outcome.
if this
Yeah.
number
Oh,
is
and I have
satisfactory or
bless,
not.
too.
Less too.
Okay. That's the first one.
With advantage.
Yes, you have advantage.
Oh yeah. All right. Well,
There's like so many.
I'll
things
just roll.
going on.
I forgot. Do I roll them both again? I'm sorry.
We
I have
just
so
said
many
we just
questions.
said the D4 stays, the D20
Oh,
gets
okay.
rolled a second
So that was
time.
what, a 12? That
Yep,
was a
that was
12. That's a 5.
Go with the 12.
So we're gonna
Go
go with
with
the
the
12. I would like to use. I forgot. Does that use my spell attack too?
It should
yes.
if,
Yeah,
if
so
it's
it's
a
plus
spell
5.
attack.
20.
20. Okay. I hope that's enough.
20 to hit.
Yeah.
That does hit. Yes,
The
indeed.
most bumbling
There's like
attack
so
ever,
many
but it worked.
spells and
I
numbers
know,
and
and
everything going on. It's so hard to keep track of.
It was 1 week. And then, all right, now I need a D8.
You watch the green
I missed
vines
one.
and everything pulling this
It's true.
creature down as it's like struggling against, and it's still trying to go for Kai because that's what it sees. But then you let loose this celestial arrow.
6 points of radiant damage.
Okay. All right. And then another arrow. You're kind of looking into this strange face that doesn't really have eyes. It's like this human-ish mouth underneath skin just hanging off, and even when it's shifting its face, like trying to get at you, you can't see anything beyond like that disturbing human mouth. You know, like when there's a monster, you're expecting all these sharp teeth, and there are some, but then there's like
But it's got,
our
like,
teeth.
It's got
One.
Creepy
molars.
human mouth.
Yeah, it's like a combination. And it is lunging and trying to fight against these vines. Anything else?
No, I should do that.
Okay. Kethra.
Right. First, I want to move Moonbeam, but I just don't know how far.
It goes like pretty far. It's either 20 or 6 or 30 or 60 feet.
60 feet.
Yeah.
So
So-
I want to move it over to on top of that one that's going after Kai.
Okay.
Yeah, you're definitely within range.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, perfect. And then as my bonus action, I want to try to grab this one as the bear.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can grab it by the back of the ankle and kind of drag him back.
All right. So like kind of like a grapple move?
Yeah. Kind of just kind of grab him back and just give him a good swipe, and that's all I got.
Okay.
Like,
So go ahead and roll to grapple.
and that is what I'm rolling,
So you're gonna do an athletics check. So you're gonna roll the D20 and add your strength.
which is the 4. Okay, perfect.
That sounds like the battle music
19
from
plus
Game
4,
of
so
Thrones.
23.
Yep. I'll say with a 23, do you want to pull it in a direction? Pull it
kind
back.
of pull him straight back, kind of away from everybody.
How far back?
As far as I can get him back.
I'll give you 10 feet. Just because that was a 23. And under normal circumstances, you wouldn't be able to do that. But we will say you can pull it back over to here.
A little
All right,
farther
and then
away
you
from
can
everybody.
attack.
Attack. I would like to try. Am I close to the head or the ass?
Whatever you want.
Take your pick.
If I could try to do a bite at the neck and kind of shake.
Okay.
Ooh.
You get advantage because they're blinded. Actually, an advantage on the grapple
So
as well.
that
But
means I do this.
do you roll
I know
twice?
she's a black
Twice?
bear, but I just look at that
And-
part in the Revenant.
Ooh,
where the
ooh,
bear's
definitely.
going
Yeah,
definitely
after,
do that again.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh yeah.
There you
And
go.
You get to
16?
add a D4 because you're blessed.
16, which is, and I know that one.
Yep.
Two.
So it's 18, and then whatever your to hit is.
My to hit is 8
Plus 6.
plus 6, so I add 6 to this.
18 plus 6.
Ooh, 24.
24.
All
to hit.
right.
No, that's to hit.
Oh, 20. Yeah. To hit, yes,
and
that
then
hits.
you roll the dice is the 1d8 plus 4.
I'm still learning. Plus a d4?
No, just whatever you roll add
Plus 4.
Yeah.
2 plus 4, 6.
All right, 6 more damage. And we are. Let me just do a double check here. Okay. So the moment you like grab and you pull back and you start shaking this thing, you suddenly feel yourself like inhaling this horrible stench.
Always breathing in some nasty.
I need you to. Actually, this would be the start of your turn, so you're safe for now.
Woo!
Okay, I need to turn myself around so I'm not be facing that way. It's bothering me.
We'll just make a note. I'm just gonna make a note here that this one is. Same deal. There is a stench around.
Sorry,
Like
guys.
this poison spray just comes around it, and now it's just hovering where it is. All right. Anything else?
I think that's it. That's all I got.
Okay, top of the round. Round 5. Ayla.
Right. I'm going to cast Healing Word on this idiot over there.
Okay.
That's a 1d4.
Is that 60 foot?
Yes.
You keep stepping back, so I just want to double check. Yeah, you're good.
So it's a 1d4 plus my spellcasting modifier, which is
Should be a 4.
1d4 plus 4, so 6.
All right.
My word is wake up, fool.
Fair enough.
Like echoes. Foo, foo.
I am then going, because that's a bonus action, as my action, I'm going to use thaumaturgy to increase the sound of my voice threefold.
Okay.
And I'm going to just yell out to everybody on this field.
Mm-hmm.
Half of them are blinded. That is not the right accent. Let me get into character mode. Half of them are blinded and bound. Run to the gate. All of you now.
Are you yelling to...
I'm-
Because there's, like, besides the 3 that I have engaged with you here, there are dozens of others. So you're just yelling
I'm assuming the others are, like,
they're
just kind
around
of outside. Like,
yeah, they might not be...
whoever's in this immediate area.
Okay.
The shame.
And there are people
City,
running
right?
and running.
Right.
Yeah.
Anybody
We're
that's
getting
anybody who
extra
might be
hurt.
hiding,
Yeah.
they now know these ones are blind. This one is bound. Run.
It was like our shame.
Okay.
I think it-
And I'm gonna take my own advice.
Where's the gate itself right here? Like your
The
shield?
gate is back further. Like this is there's an air. This is south. This is west. The west ward. So there's several buildings, and then the gate just keeps is back further.
There's more people like further out.
There are
still
people
coming.
still
Yeah.
running.
However loud 3 times my yelling voice is,
Okay.
that's how many people heard it.
Yeah, and there are guards yelling for people to run too. Like folks are not the only people who are helping that you can see running past you. Are mercenaries or the Valiant and the Cassian Guard.
Everybody better listen. I don't want to turn around and come back.
You're gonna have to.
All right.
I
That's
forgot
the end of
I
your
have
turn.
1 hit point.
You can
Go around.
suck it around.
How?
You can do it. You can do it.
I'm in a poison field.
You can do it carefully.
I'm gonna die next turn.
So, Callie is going to run. She is going to dash.
How far does she get?
She is going to dash her full 60 feet, so she gets probably
Assuming
about
she doesn't run
here.
right past him, so she doesn't.
No,
get
she's
that-
going to like give a little bit of a, so she's not within 5 feet. So it's about there that she gets.
Okay, can I take back my movement since this one's a pain in the ass?
Yes, you
Okay.
can. I will let you do that. You go to
That
turn
one?
and run,
Yes.
and
I think anyone that isn't you two, and now her, is a pain in the ass. Meaning just me and this guy. Right?
I'm like, everybody run! I turn around like, oh, fuck.
yes, Callie is running like arms bound. Her feet are not, so she's just going, but
She's shuffling.
but she is able to run forward. There are a couple of other folks, and then, as you are standing here, Ayla, running past you, you see a familiar person.
No.
And I don't have familiar
I
person.
was like, don't do it. I will Misty step the fuck out of here.
They don't really have something good for this, so I'm just gonna use this one. You see running up to you and then a little bit past you a red-haired satyr with her hair all done up beautifully around her horns, just the tips of them kind of sticking out the back. And she runs up and looks at you, and she just like winks and says, "Look at you, the hero." And then she runs past, and she's gonna let her hands out and start whispering, and you begin to see these swarms of glittering kind of bugs and fairy-like creatures that are coming up out of the ground and begin to swarm on this one, and then a couple of others that are in the back that you cannot see. And in addition, you see a little black cat that jumps off of Melpomene's shoulders and joins the fray as Nyx bounds up to Kethra.
Nixie.
The whole gang here
Let me see.
at this terrible fight.
She does that and runs.
She's right there. Not bad. Well, that one was bad. Okay. And you watch, like, coming again out of, not even just these ones here, just multiple, like, swarms of strange-looking fairy-type beetle things that are coming up out of the ground and attacking these creatures. And she's going to look at you, Ayla, and go, "We need to get the people back. Run!"
I am trying. They are not listening.
All right. And in addition, we've got a couple more folks that are going to be running up here. Just kind of dashing around buildings and attempting to join. Okay, we've
Should
got
bust out some of the stormtroopers and just read it, everybody.
Eldon.
So Eldon is now awake.
You are awake.
He'll stand up, blinking the blood out of his eyes, and
I see Theratrix with a potion.
there, he's gonna take that potion. Is that that would be a bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll figure out the hit point after that. And seeing what's going on, he's just gonna almost by instinct, if he sees Kai being attacked by that one, he's gonna take a shot at it.
Okay. With advantage, because it's a
Oh, that's right. That's right. It's 18. What is it? That'd be a 10. So an 18 plus 5 plus 8. So
That
that
hits.
hits. He pulled a one of the broadhead arrows.
Mhm.
So that is a 2d6 plus Theratrix is going to. I'm sorry, that's a 1d8. Like so many different dice going on. Where's my d8?
You just picked it up.
Oh, my bad. D8 for the arrow, a D6 for Theratrix, and a D6 for the bodkin.
Okay.
So that is 5 plus 6 is 11 plus 5.
Okay.
So add an extra D4 if you wanna.
And am I still blessed?
No, you're the mark. Hunter's mark.
You do have Hunter's Mark on.
That doesn't. When I go on
not Hunter's
Oh,
mark.
no,
the
sorry,
other
there's
one,
Hex.
the favorite foe.
Favorite foe. You decide on a hit.
That's not. I thought that was a bonus action. Oh, because I'm thinking of Hunter's Mark.
You're thinking of Hunter's
Yeah,
mark.
so then it's also an extra D4. He's right, because I can choose a favorite foe, and I can do that, I think, 2 times.
You're proficient.
So D4. Sorry, I was thinking Hunter's Mark. That's an extra 2.
All right.
Thanks, buddy. Sorry. Hunter's Mark is a spell for a bonus action, but they
Did you do
give-
favorite foe last game? Do you have them marked?
I think I did.
I feel like I remember that. Okay. All right.
I don't have it marked, but I believe I did.
think
use
you
it,
did.
so.
All right. So you get up, kind of.
Yeah, you lost it when you cast that first strike because it counts as concentration.
That's right. That's what it was. Good call. Good memory. Even after a couple weeks.
Pat plays for everybody.
That's
So
just like D&D AI at this point. We don't have to be here. We can just watch.
So you let loose the arrow, and you're kind of watching these things screaming in strange pain as you are attempting to not get hit. And it's trying so hard to get to you. All right. Anything else? Do you want to get up? Or do you want to move?
He's going to see Ayla there, and he's not going to move.
Okay.
Much to my... I know what the right move is, but I know what he would do.
All right. These guards then are going to make their attacks
What a
on the
stinker.
blinded.
What?
I
Such a
forgot
little
that
stinker.
They are at advantage.
What? Okay. Was that one like you didn't have to until you had to?
No, I've had to, but I've had to since we started.
I saw-
battle,
oh,
but
okay.
don't
I
know
saw
if
you-
I wasn't about to get up and
I saw your
was
wide
like-
eyes just looked at me like this.
Couldn't hold it anymore.
All right.
Uh-oh.
7 against that one.
Why'd you call him a little stinker? He's just...
Because he's thinking with his heart and not his brain.
All right, and another one that is a hit and a miss. So these guys are not doing great when it comes to hitting that guy.
Whose turn is it? The guard
The
or
guards, yeah.
I feel like they did so
And
good
12.
last session too. That's
So
why I thought
another
they
12
killed him. I
points of
thought they did.
damage.
I thought they did.
'Cause didn't one of them got like a nat 20 on him or
With
something?
that, this one also, just you watch as these guards are slashing at it, and then it's just all around this poison cloud that they begin coughing and hacking. That one takes damage at the start of its turn, so we will. Oh wait, no, this is the guards. Sorry. And then that one's going to attack as well. It does take damage at the start of its turn because it is standing there. Ooh, that's not good. And misses. And hits. And it is going to do 6 points of slashing damage on this. But also take...
Well, we've all learned something today, that when these things take a certain amount of damage.
Oh, we learned that last time, but
I need to make a con
I
saving
don't remember
throw.
last time.
And fails. And takes poison
that's the
damage.
rain.
Ooh.
Yeah, it sucks because I got pretty close.
thunderstorms at this time. Hopefully we don't lose power.
All right.
No.
We got candles, right? We'll just record it with our phones.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
All right.
He could probably just pee his pants and we wouldn't notice.
That's probably might.
Might not make it in.
Okay, so we've got those guards, these people running, and then this guard is going to run up, even though coming
Hope
into...
the pizza's not getting flooded.
Oh,
No.
right.
I guess
It'll
that's
be
No,
good
it's
here,
not
yeah.
yet.
I mean, it's here, but I can't tell if it's inside or outside. But it should be fine on the
Yeah,
chair.
it's on the chair. All right. That's definitely a hit. And a natural 20. So
Guard.
on the guard against that creature.
Okay.
So it's gonna take 8 plus 4. So that is 12. And another 8. So that's another 20 points of damage. Okay. Next up, we have Kai. At the start of your turn, you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Is this poison an inhalant, or does it happen when it touches your skin?
It's more of just a blast that comes
Yeah,
out.
blessed too.
Yes, you
Oh,
are blessed.
yes. And I am not even going to bother. I'm going to take that because that was a deuce.
Ooh.
That's better. 10, 11, plus 5, 16.
Okay. You are able to, the way that this is written, you do not take half damage. So, as this thing is reaching out and this green gas is itself reaching out towards you, you just kind of are able to step back out of
No
the
damage.
radius.
Whoa. No damage.
Okay.
No damage. It does not say.
Changes
Wow.
It does not say takes half damage on a fail. It just says that you have to beat the DC.
That is rare as fuck.
That was,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Now I don't know what I'm going to do with my turn because I was prepared to go down.
You can, in theory, go back. It's like kind of cleared.
Right?
Yes, at
Can you
disadvantage because it's
disengage?
restrained.
Well, let's see how wet they are.
Can you disengage though? If you want to.
Not too
Uh-oh.
What are you talking about? I look like
Not too
wind everywhere.
I will bonus action Misty Step
Okay.
Ah.
right next to
Oh,
this
hey.
one. So as it looks like Kai is like stepping back out of the poison, it actually more looks like he's like falling back. He's gonna flip the double birds. And
Did you just do a Constantine?
he
He just did Constantine when he's like.
vanishes into a puff of smoke, but it almost looks like wings kind of like push the smoke away, and he reappears next to Theratrix. And you know what? It's restrained.
Theratrix does have a. Oh no, you took the potion.
He took
there.
it. But because it's
Oh, I forgot to roll
restrained,
for that. Thank you. I forgot to roll it.
because it's restrained, he will
Actually, I didn't
take a
I
shot.
said I took it, didn't
You
I?
did, yeah.
Yeah, you said you'd roll it after.
Yeah.
So hold on, uno momento. Let me mark off that
You-
spell.
No, never mind. I'm getting confused with all of the turns. I was about to say you can roll damage. It's not its turn. It's his turn.
And I will fire an Eldritch Blast. It's 19 plus stuff.
Yes, you get advantage.
Oh, advantage. That's right.
So that's gone.
Nope.
It was better last time.
All right.
So let's see. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of force damage.
Okay.
And because I am still a little messed up, I am gonna back up a little bit further.
Just remember, there's other ones
Going
that could be
the
over
wrong
here. You know what I mean?
I'm just trying to get out of its normal.
Because why?
Because he has to be Kai. Instead of running to the gate like I commanded everybody to do so, he has to keep just going further and further that way.
Have you learned don't tell Kai what to do?
All right. Is that the end of Kai's turn?
Yes.
All right. It is the monster's turn. At the start of the turn, the moonbeam does damage on that monster, so it's your
This monster
2d10.
needs to die.
8. 8.
Very nice.
This, as it's restrained and being held there, you just hear it kind of screaming, and it's again that strange mixture of humanoid and monster just blended together. You are going to see, and I don't have any minis that actually represent these, so you're just gonna have to use your imaginations in this make-believe game. You can throw
Nonsense.
one of these like right there and one of these like right over here as they enter
Guys.
the field.
More of the same.
More of the
things?
same.
I'm
They're
not
exactly
getting
the
any
same.
closer.
All right. As you see them kind of running through, you can see guards that are coming from that angle as well. And this thing is going to attempt
I
a
said you could probably get away with
strength
your pants
save
and wouldn't
to
know. Like,
break
I heard
free.
that as soon as you opened the thing.
Didn't happen. I turned when she.
What is
she
the
had seen
DC
it.
to break free from your strength? 14? Was it?
13.
Coming off the
13.
gutter. This is gonna fit
That's a 14.
Oh.
So you see it pull and break and snap these vines, and then it's going to turn itself. That's still there.
The vines?
Yes.
Is it difficult terrain now?
It is difficult to
Oh,
read.
okay.
Yes, that's still there.
Cool.
So it's just no longer restrained.
Shit. I feel like this is like a video game level
Got it, like, does
where you're not supposed to.
No,
wait
that's
till
why I
you
said
see-
go. Run that way. Run
And
behind the
it's
gate.
going to turn, and it's going to bound over to you. But it used
thank
its
you.
turn, so, and we'll just say that there's so much going on over there.
There's a lot happening over there.
That has an aura around it. So, next we have, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as you started your turn within 5 feet of this monster.
+3.
Oh no, wait, that would be on your turn. Never mind.
Is it mine?
Never mind.
That was the
It's
monster.
still the monster.
Good.
Oh, it's still the monster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Doesn't count.
I'm glad that didn't count.
Yeah, it's a
That
creature
didn't
that
happen.
starts its turn. There's so many creatures on here. That is a disadvantage. That misses. It is attacking you for a 19 and that was a natural 20, but a 15, so a 22 or something like that. So 2 hits on you, the bear. Let me just.
The bear.
That's gonna be because I'm not gonna roll it. 26 points of slashing damage and 8 points of poison damage.
I think I revert back. Yep, I revert
Just
back.
enough.
Okay, so
No
you
more bear.
find yourself.
How many hit points is that? Is a bear?
Exactly.
34.
34.
Exactly 34.
There's no rollover.
Wow. Well, lucky there at least. These things hit fucking hard.
Okay. That one's going to attack those guards. Disadvantage. Hits. Misses. Hits. Oh, that was 3. I mean. 15. Okay. 28 points of damage. We're gonna go with on the blue. Okay. And it is. You see these other monsters running forward. That's all of the bad guys. Iolite.
Okay. Iolite's going to look back over her shoulder at the 2 gentlemen behind her, and with the most desperately pleading look on her face, extend her arm out and say, "Run!" And she's going to also, while she does that, bonus action throw healing word at Kai.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can upcast it with my... No. But I'll charge myself up just in case.
Okay.
And healing word would be...
You feel
1d4
yourself
plus 2.
like trying to tap into that energy, but there's so much as this thing approaches you, and you're trying to focus on this creature coming at you, but also their well-being. That like energy just isn't able to push forward and
There's a lot
out of
going
your
on.
chest.
You got 6 points of healing. And then for my action, I'm going to dash because Ayla told me to. So
Okay.
I'm gonna
All right.
60, and I think I probably take an attack of opportunity.
Yes.
Okay.
So this creature is going to attempt to attack you. That is a natural 4 on the dice.
Miss.
Why do you have to say natural before every? Damn it.
Natural. I can basically get to.
So as it's like trying to slice at you, it's still being pulled by those vines and trying to move through it.
Whoops.
Okay.
I just did one of those like, whoop.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Kethra. And while you're thinking, you see Melpomene, who's standing next to you and still commanding all of these swarms of glittering, brightly colored, fairy-looking beetles, and she's looking at all of you, and she's like, "Run, run!" And the mercenaries, the guards, like they're still going.
Booming in your ears too. It was very loud.
Not-
Concert speaker
Not
loud.
going fast enough.
She's like, "Grab the innocents and go,
Actually, it lasts.
since
for
you're
1 minute.
heroes now." And she looks over at Ayla again.
Two moonbeams stayed up when you got hit. She used moonbeam concentration checks.
Oh, yeah. Is Moonbeam concentration? Okay.
I would do that, but what do I do?
Just roll a d20 and add your Constitution save your modifier on
If you're
your.
blessed, you add the D4.
And you get to add your d4 because you're blessed. Yes, you are. Yes, yes, yes.
2
And
plus
then a D4.
3.
So what's that a total of?
15.
15. It was a 26, so it's half or above or base of 10. So you're good.
Ooh, still up. Sweet.
So you can move that if you'd like.
I would like to move Moonbane to right on top of that little fucker if I can.
Alright.
These,
Following this
These
guy.
are resilient little monsters.
And how
Buggers.
far away am I from Kai and
You're probably
and
about
Bellatrix.
40 feet.
There we go. We don't do
60.
metric here.
All right.
So,
Yeah, about 40
I
feet.
am going to use my
40 feet.
last wild shape and wild shape into a warhorse and run up to these two and have them jump on my back.
Okay.
Therapeutics,
Not
obviously
that
you fit as well.
What
And
did
obviously I'm
what
going
did
to
you
tell
change
Nyx,
into?
jump on
Warhorse.
first.
Oh, warhorse. Cool.
Nyx, now! Nyx jumps on and
I
then I
have
run up
one.
and grab them.
Hold on.
I
I'll
love the
go get it.
warhorse. I think that's my fave.
And keep it nearby.
this is my horse. My horse is
So
amazing.
keep Nyx on your lap, Kai.
Give it a lick. Ooh, tastes just
Keep
like
Nyx on
raisins.
your lap.
Storms up.
Idiots.
Julie,
Dum-dums.
what color is Kethra's hair? Is it just black? Is your hair just black?
Like black with like blue
Okay,
and like green.
so-
Does
kind of
does the
things to
mane
it.
of the horse and the tail of the horse have that same blue that goes through the mane?
I think so, yeah.
That's cool.
I would have to say yeah.
I always like little details like
I
that.
Yeah.
get
60 feet.
60
Yeah.
feet. So
So-
it was 30 feet, so I could run back 30 feet that way.
You'd be right back to where you were.
Yeah.
That's kind of the point. That's kind of the idea.
I will say that if people are gonna jump on, then we gotta take something from your next turns to do that, if you're gonna do that. Like
if you guys want to.
like a bonus action or an action to get onto the
More than
horse. It's not gonna be a free action to jump onto the horse. But
And
the
you're
horse
going to
is
grab
blessed.
Nyx on your way by.
Nyx could have jumped on you
yeah, so he's
like as you transformed, so we'll just say
yeah, we'll just keep him somewhere safe.
put it on the black thing if you want.
And that's
So, I will say it's going to be a bonus action and half your movement to get on that horse.
Sure.
But you will then be able to move it back. I can't.
Before he
reach
does
short.
it, Eldon is definitely going to take I say a long look, but a couple seconds to look at
Did you move that?
the people that are trying to make their way.
The
You want
horse.
that up?
Oh, sorry. I'm too short to reach.
That's heavy, huh? That's
Yeah.
a full metal one. Nice.
Yep. Oldie, an old one.
So did they get on?
You're on it.
Okay.
yes.
But before he
That was
does
all
it,
part of the same turn.
That was Kethra's turn, but I'm taking their bonus action and half movement to do that.
Oh, okay.
He's definitely gonna look back at like the people that are getting torn apart. He knows his duty, but he also knows that if he dies here, it's not like he's gonna be able to help anyone else in the future. So.
All right.
And Iolite went that way, so he's going that way.
Anything else, Kethra?
No.
That's all I got.
All right. There are people running by, so if you wanted to engage with folks, just let me know. All right. It is now Ayla, top of the round, round 6.
Right. Seeing that they're finally moving in the right direction.
Yep, and Theratrix would be following too.
Are
Train.
the
Thank
manticore spikes poisonous? I don't remember.
You don't know?
You don't have him anymore. Oh, you.
I only gave them one.
You only get one, yeah.
Because this is the only one that can
Good
see.
rule of thumb: if they're using poison, probably not.
They're probably
affected
immune
by
to poison.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so I am going to assume there's at least a good 5 pound. Actually, just because, one of the swords that have been dropped from, let's say, Dead Man here. I'm going to use catapult and launch that sword at this thing.
All right. Go ahead. Make a make your attack.
Actually, so it actually has to make a dexterity save.
Okay.
Of 14.
That is a 19.
Well, motherfucker.
Does it take anything, or that's or
Uh,
half, or anything? No.
No. It
All
just
right.
avoids.
Buries itself into the Sour Patch Kid.
Yeah.
All right. What else are you doing? Like let
Um,
go. You see a sword just go flying across the battlefield, but it, sinks into a Sour Patch Kid that's standing. Ah!
To like stab a hole in the Sour Patch Kid now.
I am going to.
We're gonna have to find a place to hide that thing for when they do it. Cue to a year later when it's the
Because
same
everybody's
Sour Patch Kid.
on
Exactly.
Kethra. Giggity. I'm just going to do a little hip thrust and grant you some bardic inspiration.
Thank you.
My voice still booms because this lasts for a minute. And I just go, "Good, keep running, you fools!" And now I'm going to run down this way.
Okay. I mean, you can. Yeah, that's good. All right. You see Callie is running. She's just dashing. She goes past you, and more people just running back and forth. There are folks that are again mercenaries and the Valiant and the Cassian Guard. What you can tell is that the military are trying to round people up and bring them. There are more of these creatures that are coming from the jungle, and as you all are engaged here trying to run and protect yourselves from these that are the closest to the buildings that are in the West Ward, you see, looking over your shoulders, stepping out from the jungle further back, probably another 120 to 180, 200 feet, about 3 shadowed figures, humanoid. It is bright. The suns are out. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The clouds are wispy in the sky. These shadowed figures kind of step out from the jungle, and there's almost this darkness that seems to emanate from them. They look like they have hoods, and they're holding out something in their hands, and just like kind of holding their hands out, and more of these beasts are arriving from the jungle, and they just casually step forward. And you hear Dan Perler yell out, just go, "Run, run, everyone, go back to the gates. Bring everyone inside." And Melpomene is standing there. She does not move. Let me just double check what else that Melpomene is going to do.
He's got fucking the Night King right there.
That's exactly what I saw too. Just
Yep.
You see her. She
It's coming out of the fridge.
She just yells out, but in a very calm way that you see, like, some people are screaming, and then as she yells out, they begin to, like, calm and just kind of run, and she just says, "Everyone, head to the gate. To the gate, calmly." And she's standing there just still pulling up these, like, sprites and bugs that are attacking. You see them begin to swarm the ones in the back. All right, Eldon.
We're on the horse.
Mhm.
There's not really. I've got a big bow, so I doubt there's going to be room on that with two people on that horse to fire a shot anywhere.
I'll let you have your action. You have your action.
Yeah,
still.
I'm just trying to think like he has his giant bow. It's gonna be like
Like a
Sorry,
hunting bow.
guys.
It's not a Mongolian horse.
yeah, he's just
riding
gonna, like
bow.
I'm gonna be like hitting Kai in the face if he.
I mean,
in
I'd
the
say-
back
I
of the
wouldn't
head.
care if you hit Kai in the face, essentially.
I'd say if you're bringing up that fact
Here's
and
the
you
thing.
still want to shoot, I would say disadvantage.
Kai isn't like we're not like front to back like on the horse.
You're not
Kai,
like busting nuts here, okay?
Kai's riding. Eldon's riding backwards.
no, Kai's like can be on the side of the horse. Like
Oh, okay.
as long as his hands and feet are touching.
Yeah, no, I imagine Eldon's
He's
on the
standing
horse.
on the side of the
Like,
horse.
straight out.
Yeah.
He'll just. All right, I'll make things simple.
Looking
He's
all
gonna turn.
judgingly.
Just because he can.
He's like, hold it up a little higher.
I'll just give it. I'll try to hit this guy.
Okay.
Just as we're riding by, just to. It's 13 plus 8.
Yep, that
To
hits.
I don't have favorite foe, so I'm just rolling a D.
It works on the first hit as long as you maintain
Only of
concentration.
the one. God, I gotta look at this more.
It works like Hunter's Mark, but only on the
I
first.
thought it was like it had to be against the same one, but I'm just not even gonna look it up right now. I'm just gonna go on what you said.
Oh, you're not going. for
No,
the
I'm
same
going
one?
after that.
Oh.
That one because there's people around him. So right, it has to be that one because he's the favorite foe.
I thought you were going for the same.
So the D8 for the bow and the D6 for Theratrix, and then another D6 for the type of arrow. So that is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17 points of damage.
Nice.
And what is it broken down into?
Shit, what did I bring him as last time?
Fire.
He's fire now? Alright, so it's 5 of fire, and the rest is just piercing damage.
Alright. Okay. As you ride by on Kethra, it is
19
now
or
the
20.
guards. They are going to be. I'm not going to roll anymore, like for them, because you guys are in retreat mode. But they are more running forward. You see, Melpomene is gonna. She actually is going to just disappear, and then she's going to put herself right here. And pulling up more swarms against the ones that these guards are fighting. As this one runs
It
forward.
makes such a weird noise when it does a little pop.
And then it's Iolite.
It's me. Okay.
Oh
I
no, wait, I'm
I was
sorry.
gonna say, wasn't I after Eldon?
Guards.
Kai.
Kai. It's Kai. Sorry, it's
Kai.
Kai. And then the monsters. I skipped the monsters.
And then me.
It's just because I just have my action, I will attempt Eldritch Blast on the same one.
Okay.
It's 22 plus stuff to
Yep,
hit.
that hits.
It's 3, 6, 8 points of force damage. This thing's still alive.
How much are you doing?
I don't think
How
we
many-
can kill them.
They got a lot of hit
Well, remember, this one also didn't do the poof thing.
It did.
It did.
Oh,
did.
this
It
one,
was the
this
first,
one
it
did.
was the first
It's
one.
the first one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I will say, eight. What is your killing blow on this creature?
Hey.
Kai's, he's pretty fucked up. He's, as the horse, he's gonna reach back with his hand to steady himself and just like pull back and fire out onto it. And as it hits, after it dies, it almost looks like the reverse of the curse that he put on it rejuvenates Kai partially.
All right.
Which one did you have?
That one is gone. Yeah. And you see,
Moonbeam.
Jar it. That's why I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking about that one that was closer to us. That's why I said that one didn't do the poof thing.
Oh.
oh no, they all did.
Yeah.
They all done it.
Poofed.
We don't
All
have enough
poofed.
poof marks.
Yeah, I don't have enough. You see Dan Perler also like yelling out like hit them with fire, and there are some of the guards that and some of the mercenaries that as they come out they either have like fire arrows or there's like little scorches of fire that come. Nothing huge, but you do see some magic being used by the guards and military and mercenaries.
Where's Avedon when you need her to drop a fireball?
All right.
Oh, well, right here.
And now it's the monsters. So that one is dead. It was going to turn and fight. These are going to run forward, so they get quite a bit of movement.
How much space?
We're going to say this one goes like right about here. It's about 40 feet. That one is going to run over here, right behind that one.
That guard is fucked.
It's like, yeah, I'm doing good.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to roll as you guys are just running, but Iolite, Kethra, we'll say these are the end of the... So Iolite first.
Ayla looks back, considers, like, she's kind of, like, goes to maybe attack or something, but in seeing all the carnage, kind of takes it in and is so scared that she's just gonna run.
Kethra.
I'm just gonna try to run. I get 60 feet of movement, so I'm just gonna try to run right to the gate as close as I can.
Does a horse get dash?
Yeah, I can dash.
So that'd be 120.
I'm going to make
yeah,
a quick
let's do
roll
that.
to see if perhaps this creature tries to fight you, even though it is blinded. Let me see.
So I like. So if you're not sitting, you just have a hand on it.
I'm like almost like in a squat position.
I was gonna say, 'cause I like the idea of you like with just like your, but like this,
Yeah.
with like one hand.
With
Yeah.
disadvantage, does a 21 hit that horse?
Does a 21 hit that horse?
I'm going to assume
Disadvantage.
yes.
21?
Yeah.
Probably. Those are good rolls.
It's gonna be.
Oh,
It's
I
gonna be awkward if you
also-
revert back.
Yeah.
Actually, I also need, because you were, I need the three of you and Theratrix to make Constitution saving throws. Because you did start your turns.
That is D20 and a D4.
Yes.
Thank you.
And you're still inspired with bardic inspiration. You don't have
That's
to
a
roll
dirty
it,
20
but if you
for
think
me.
you're
Okay,
not gonna make
you're
it,
good.
you can add that.
And then you said before,
Can I add
Tricks
anyway?
also.
You can do it before if you want.
It's a waste
It's-
if you
yeah, it's meant
don't
to
need it.
for if
It's only a
you don't
9
need
for
it.
Theratrix.
Yeah,
I
you,
got a
Nine.
nat 20 plus 2 and
yeah. See,
Five.
Yeah, I
you
would
didn't-
hold
You didn't
on to
need it.
that.
I would have held on to it.
21 points of poison damage on Theratrix.
Oh Jesus Christ!
22.
Okay.
22.
Goddamn little Theratrix.
Is he?
No, I said goddamn.
Oh, I thought you said you're dead, little
No.
Theratrix.
Do I have to use it or no?
No, I'm
Flat
sorry, I'm
when
sorry, I'm
you-
sorry.
Well,
I was looking at the
usually
wrong
you
one.
do that after you
7.
roll these, and then you would say, I'll do
I mean,
it.
he still would have been okay. He still would have had 4 points.
7 points of poison damage.
26.
Nothing?
22.
Nothing. You're good.
Nice to be on that kid.
Ooh, we did.
Yes. But you did get hit by the claw. So that is
What was it that we were?
The poison.
The poison. You started
was-
within
Oh,
the-
that's right. That's
yeah.
right. I forgot.
So
We
the
don't- we don't
horse
have the poof
takes
circle.
We need the visual.
13 points of slashing damage and 4 points of poison damage.
Oh, we better haul ass because I'm down to like 3 points, like as it was.
It just like rakes its, and Kai, you have like the perfect angle to watch as it tears across Kethra's hind parts.
That's your
quarters.
That's your ass.
Oh yeah, you feel that.
Your ace.
When she turns back into a human, does she have like a big claw mark on
No,
her ass?
it's just the.
Only if it rolls.
Yeah, only
It
if
just
rolls.
looks like the kinkiest bitch ever.
So I'll say you tear up through, running past Callie, running past all of the folks that are making their way in. As other mercenaries people are falling back now. The guards and everything are starting to pull back as the creatures come forward. And as you enter the gate, they are pushing the gate closed just enough to let folks in. Melpomene does like another like and then appears on the inside of the gate and is staying there with the other guards and like just pulling up as you watch these strange minions that are attacking, and you can see these blood-starved beasts are shaking things off, and as you like run and turn back to look, you see those like 3 or 4 shadow individuals that are on the edge of the jungle have not moved. They are just standing there.
Like they're kind of like shadow beings. Like they're not in shadow, they are shadow.
They're very.
I definitely heard you say shadow beans.
Shadow beans.
Shadow
They're,
beings.
it's perhaps on the cusp. Like they are
Right in the gutter.
They look
Sorry,
physical there, but they are emitting this. It's almost like if they could emit, like if they were glowing light, except it's not. It's darkness that they're glowing.
Like the dark
I
saber.
was gonna say they're dark sabers.
Can we tell what they're holding at all? Is it something that is
No,
lit
they're
up,
too
or
far.
is it just like
Yeah,
a
no.
thing?
They're too far away, but they're just standing there, very creepily watching as finally the gates close, and you can hear screaming and crying as people are all gathering within the gates of Mosswick, and the guards are going up onto the wall to begin doing what they can to take down these creatures. And that is where we will take a break. All right, we rejoin as you have re-entered the city of Mosswick. Hearts pounding, screams still being heard from outside of the gates. The monsters that you had fought slamming against the stone wall, the stone and wooden walls that surround Mosswick. And you can still hear all of the guards and military pulling themselves together. You watch as Callie has hidden herself over in a corner and is just kind of staring off into the distance. Melpomene is conversing with some of the guards. It's still a little bit chaotic as people are grabbing their loved ones that they saw come through. And then other people are screaming and crying. You see people pounding against the gate, and some of them screaming at the guards to go back out and get the people that were left outside. What are you doing? Let me get some music. Oh, this never stopped.
I'm catching my breath. It's like, are you still a horse?
I was gonna say I'm gonna be turning back to a human now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Horse
drop
back
sorry
and
form.
like,
It kind of like falls into like a lump on the ground.
Am I still on your back?
No, you
You're on
fell
the
off.
floor.
But Kai is still stuck to the side of her.
You're still stuck to the side of me, and Adam has me like a little backpack.
I'm just wrapped around you.
Like, oh.
Oh no.
Nick's
yeah.
on my head.
Yeah, I'll drop starry form too.
Okay, so you all transition back. You do see a couple of people who are looking at you. One person runs up and is like, "Go back out there! Go back out! You can do magic! Go, go, go!" And there's someone else who pulls them away. There's like so many people. Just kind of a random person who looks very panicked. Like, most of the guards and mercenary folk are not, no one's paying attention to you right now. There are leaders. You can see one of the leaders of the Valiant, the half-elven man with the kind of gruff appearance and bald head, the commander, that you know to be Torin something. He is up on the wall, and you can see some people following, but you see other folks like getting ready, their arrows being knocked, like everything is getting ready to keep attacking what is out in the outside.
Are there stairs?
You can, yes, but you'd have to go back out, and not outside, but go around where the wall begins, and then kind of like go inside of one of the little tower things to go up the stairs.
So on the inside of the gate.
Like inside the wall.
Yeah.
Yes, inside the gate, though. Inside of the city.
Eldon would start limping limping heavily in that direction.
Okay.
What are you doing?
They need help.
They have it handled.
They need help.
We have it handled. Do you have a death wish?
Just gonna continue walking.
Okay. So you're heading up towards where there are ranged fighters. Okay.
He wants to die. I can kill him if he wants to die.
I'm not going.
I'm not going. We showed too much. Too many people saw what we're able to do. That is very dangerous. We need to go and lay low.
Yeah.
All right. What are the two of you doing? Sticking with these two?
Yeah,
Right.
Kai is not looking well.
Well, like I said, we all gotta do what we would do. Eldon's not looking good either. He's all torn up, but he's still
Okay.
limping in that direction.
Theratrix is kind of hovering near you, not on you, given that you're not looking that great. So you begin heading up. There are one of the valiant soldiers. As you start heading up, you get stopped, and they're like, "Where are you going?"
To help those on the wall.
Head up. Go talk to Commander Torin.
Before he goes up, Iolite is going to like double back and like run, kind of follow him and like
Okay.
tap him on the shoulder. Why are you doing this?
There's people out there that need our help. There's people dying outside that wall.
And you think you can stop that? Like this?
Not just me.
You don't have to be a hero all the time. You're not much use to anyone if you're dead. So maybe this, I mean, do what you want, but I don't know. She'll just turn around and walk away.
If you're going, see the commander. They kind of push you, and then there's other people coming through.
He's gonna go see the commander.
Okay.
I appreciate you trying.
You head up the stone stairs up to the wall. It's not a huge wall because this isn't like a major city. I mean, it's it's Mosswick. Up at the top, you do see the commander who's standing there. He's yelling out orders to the left and the right. And as you approach, like, he doesn't really let you speak as you come up. Like, you're about to go like, oh, where do you go to the side, and he pushes you off to go stand off to the side. Looking down from the top of the wall, you see it's a really great view of the western side. Like, there, if this wasn't such a crazy chaotic situation, like, there's a beautiful view stretching out. You can just barely make out, like, it's a clear day, the mountain, Yamari Mountain, off to the west. But then down below, you look and you can see that, folks that have long since died are being just torn apart by these creatures. You can see them bounding against the walls. And still you can see far off, now probably a good 300-ish feet away, in the tree line, just barely make out those shadowed figures. They're protected by, they're not stepping out into the sun. They're like on the edge of the jungle. And even though the road snakes out, it does have a canopy that hangs over here and there. They're not on the road. They're off to the side, and they're just standing there. There aren't hundreds of these creatures. There's probably 20 or 30, but given how hard they are to kill, it's a lot.
Eldon's thinking to himself, gods, what I wouldn't give for a ballista right now. There's still people out there, like, getting torn up, or are they all dead?
There are still people out there who, there's only a few, and they're probably like mercenaries. You can see some magic happening out there that's higher level than what you currently can do, but they're just overwhelmed. If it wasn't so many.
He's gonna find, since it's like a wall defense, and they're like, I'm imagining, I don't know, like almost like baskets of arrows at like intervals or anything for like the wall. He's gonna post up next to one of those.
Okay.
He'll draw arrows out of them, and he'll pull back for as long as he can until his arms give out, and he'll aim specifically at creatures attacking people.
Okay.
And each time he goes to loose the arrow, Theratrix will light it on fire for him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack as you kind of look and see there's one particular person who's still out there.
Oh, that's so bad. 5 plus 8. What is that, 13?
13. Yep. You see one person who is you recognize that the bound of the creature as it goes to leap and do that mauling attack that took you down, and like your hands are like shaking a little bit, let loose, and it just kind of right underneath it, and then jumps on to this person on the one end. But looking over, you can see, and other folks are, you do see like a flash of lightning that streaks out from somewhere next to you as one of the other guards has loosed some kind of spell. There's another person.
Are there people like banging on the gates, like on
There
the,
are
from the
some,
outside?
but you can't really see them from where you're at.
How far apart? How far are we?
It's maybe 25 feet.
Can I stop a moment and tie off rope and toss it down for people to try to climb up?
Yes. I'll say make a survival check to see how good you can do that while you're hurt and it's a chaotic moment.
Oh, that's even worse.
The commander's coming
Maybe you
over to
should've-
smack you in the back of the head.
That's only
Son,
a
go
4.
home, please.
What are you doing?
It takes you a while. That
He's
you're
trying
hurt.
so hard.
Yeah, no,
He's
you're hurt, and you're like
The
you can.
fingers from the blood loss. just
Right.
aren't
You're like
quite-
trying to tie, and Theratrix is like next to you and hovering and kind of doing this like, are you okay? And like the blood is getting in your eyes, and you're trying to tie, and you like let it down, but then the rope just kind of falls down, so you lose that rope with a 4.
Thankfully, I have 2.
It just kind of falls
Think of the
down.
poor soul down there. They're like, a rope.
Shit.
Mauled.
You do see another individual who's out within your range, who is engaging with, like, you see them, they're like concentrating to cast a spell, but you can tell that there's something that's going to get to them before. What are you doing?
He's gonna try to hit it.
Okay.
Gonna roll so bad. That's a 19.
Okay.
Which for me is a critical.
Oh,
Because of the
right.
both. Yeah, cool. All right, so
Right. You like wipe the blood from your eyes, and then you see this one, and if they can just get another moment.
all right, so I have the D8, which is from the bow. I have the D6, which is from Theratrix, and the D6 from the broadhead arrow. So, yeah. So do I roll it all and double it, or do I roll that?
Double the amount.
So I'll just roll it twice, right? All right. So that's an 8 plus 4 for 12, 13, 14. No, wait. I'm sorry. 8 plus 4 is 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay.
And plus 9. So 15 plus 9 plus 5. Somebody
Okay.
please help me.
50 plus 9 is
heard
24,
womp,
plus
womp,
5 is 29, but how much of that is fire? It's 29, but how much is fire?
Shit. I think it was a 5 and 3.
Okay.
I wasn't sure what the first one was.
Okay. So 29 plus we'll just say another 8, so 37 points of damage, and it's enough like as that it like
What was that
hits.
battle?
Didn't know you could do that.
It sinks in, and then there's that spark of fire, and you see the mercenary that's down there. They just kind of like let loose this huge thunder wave that slams into this this creature, and it goes stumbling back. It also lets out this crack that everybody, like, you can see and hear as this person does this. Their clothes like billow back a little bit, and you are able to take a breath as Theratrix like again stops on the wall and says, "We should go back. You are hurt."
Because at that point, I almost want to say he passes out. Just because he's so fucked up. He already fell twice, you know what I mean?
What's your HP at?
It's like, I think 12.
Well, he fell twice, too. He's exhausted. Technically,
Oh,
minus
I
2
forgot
on
I
the...
was supposed to
It's
add.
okay.
I'm so
It's fine.
sorry. I always forget about the damn exhaustion points. I even have 2 written here, and I always forget. I need like a little like screen that pops up.
That's okay.
Tells me,
You
hey,
rolled bad enough that
you
I'm
have
allowing
exhaustion.
it. It's fine.
You have a bat.
Yeah, true. Just exhaustion. Just do that.
So as you like let loose that arrow and that like crack, and everyone hears it, you all hear it from the inside as well. Like you can tell stuff is going on. The only battle music I have is way too epic for what's going on out there, or I would play it. But
It's okay. This is what's playing in his mind, anyways. Like uplifting.
one of the valiant soldiers is like they see you kind of like you need to take a moment, just comes up and like grabs you by the shoulder, and then they like get out, go, like able-bodied, pushes you down towards the stairs. The rest of you, so you head back to the group. Melpomene is off chatting. You do see Callie. Callie is still just like up against a wall, like her hands bound together with the shackles and just freaking out a little bit. But Melpomene is there, and you also see that further down that main road, not quite up at the front where everything crazy is going on, but the mayor is there with people around her and her assistant. Like they're in the road. There are a couple of guards around that are paying attention to the crowd. They're not going to take any chances that this would be a moment someone would try to do something to the mayor, given what happened in Balsted. Normally that wouldn't even be a consideration, but they're kind of watching the crowd, but the mayor is sitting there just taking in everything several hundred feet down the road. But what are you doing?
I would take her by the shoulders and give a quick examination to see if she is injured at all. I don't say anything, I'm just examining. We have nonverbal communication.
She's a little in shock.
So with a thumbs up, Iolite looks fine. What are the two of you doing?
I'm gonna pick Nyx up, like little uppies, like pick him up and hug him, and then we're gonna go over and be like, "Are you okay?
I've been better.
You look like shit."
I
Alright.
feel like it. I'll live.
Good to know.
Maybe perhaps we should find a healer.
Or at least someplace to just rest for a minute or two.
Yes. Well, going back to the apartment is the best thing to do for now. I point to... Is Callie within earshot?
It is really loud in the streets right now. So like even the four of you talking, you're probably like very close to each other. There's still yelling. There are people screaming at the military to go back out, open the gates. You know, whoever is still out there, bring them in. The mercenary groups, they're yelling at people to get up onto the wall if they have arrows and whatnot. So no, like if you yell at her, she's not gonna engage with you. She's in her own world. And there are other people who are also clearly in shock in the area.
She is shackled. Suppose she is the one that started the fire at Balsted that we saw from the mountain.
Maybe she did some other illegal thing.
I mean, that is absolutely within the realm of possibility.
Well, she's scared shitless. We could probably just ask her.
That's true.
Why not? It's on the way.
It's on the way.
Poor soul is on the way.
We're gonna fuck with her on the way out.
So as we stroll to her,
You should ask her. She likes you the best.
I just kind of do a...
She blinks a little bit and then looks up at you and sees you, but just doesn't say anything.
Are you okay?
No. No. And she looks around. She's like, no. No.
I mean, once you see them more than once, it goes away. Do not worry.
Okay.
May I ask why you are shackled?
And she looks down at her arms, her hands, and then looks back up at you. She's like, I don't know. I don't know.
She doesn't know? She can hear me.
No, no,
Okay. She doesn't know.
The face
I
you
don't know
just
why
made
you're
when you said
shackled.
that.
What the fuck?
Like, I don't know.
This
they,
bitch? That's what that face was.
They put this on me. I don't fucking know.
Did they put it on you at the beginning of the journey or at the end?
She's still like shaking from the whole ordeal. No, while I was in Balsted. Fuck.
Does anybody have any alcohol to give her?
I'll take alcohol.
I got nothing.
Wow, worthless. Worthless, all of you.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Hey,
That was right within Ayla's character, I feel. Just whacking her arm on something.
I did not see a guard on her. Why don't we go over there? He's pointing to the closest drinking establishment.
So the city is not operating normally at the moment.
Yeah, there's like a whole
There's
thing that's going on.
always a bar open.
You would have to
We could just go
probably.
steal it ourselves.
Always. Right, exactly. And if it isn't open, you pull
Self-serve moment.
Shaun of the Dead and you just go to the Winchester until it blows over.
So you, I mean, you know that the port is the furthest away from everything that's going on, and so there's probably plenty of people down that way that are like, huh? But like right here where you're at is like ground zero, kind of. You know, there's a battle going on the other side.
Come, let's walk away from the gate.
All right, so you're able to pull her up. She's kind of sitting on the ground, and Eldon arrives about this point. Like, they haven't gone far from where you left them, so you come down.
Oh, the heroic fool still lives.
Doesn't say anything. Doesn't respond.
So you're bringing Callie. You end up going through. There are several, like, even as you're walking into like a tavern, the door opens, closes, the proprietor walks out, and then is like running towards where the gate is. So you end up having to travel further down the port.
Be back 10 minutes.
Travel down further down the port district.
Can I have tried to pick the lock on her handcuffs by at this point?
Yes, but only because you are a jack of all trades.
Right.
Do you have thieves' tools?
Fuck me. No.
Okay, then no, you cannot.
I have a magical hand. Can that just kind of like stick its finger in the
No.
hole and switch around?
It cannot. No. You can try to find thieves' tools somewhere, or you can.
Oh, I'd love to pickpocket a thief.
What about tinkerer's tools? Can you tinker it open? Because I have those. Can you tinker them open?
I have no tools. I have instruments and a deck of cards.
Okay.
Can you
Probably not.
I can
There.
use someone else's tools, I suppose.
Yeah, you could potentially use someone else's.
But they're tinker's tools. They're not.
There, you would
tinker on the
probably
lock.
you would have a chance of hurting her if you did that.
I
'Cause
mean,
there's-
Does she really
how
need
worried
hands?
are we about that?
Does she really need hands?
It's fine. We'll just walk around with a handcuffed person.
It's totally up to you. Your call. All right,
Just
so
realized that wasn't a black screen. From my angle, it looked like a
Oh,
black
yeah.
screen.
Oh.
So you head through, we'll say, we tend to go to our old stomping grounds when it's easiest to do so. So you head over to the Was it the Dumpy Dive?
Don't be dive.
The Dumpy Dive, which is further in and very much towards the port. So there's a lot of whispering and talking about what's going on, but Captain Barnaby doesn't really seem. He's
That's
like
what his name was. Captain Barnaby's Dumpy Dive.
So you sit down with Callie at one of the tables, and she just like keeps her hands underneath the table. Captain Barnaby knows everybody who comes in, so he looks over, but he doesn't give a fuck. So
I want that shirt. Captain Barnaby, don't give a fuck.
So what are you doing?
We'll lube her up with a round of drinks.
Okay.
Swish the whole luber up. Your mind's somewhere today, bud.
And are you feeling better now?
She, as she's drinking with her two hands, taking like sips,
Like a sippy cup.
she looks at you and she goes, "No, not really. No. But okay. I mean that happened. That happened.
It did.
Seems to be happening more often.
That was probably the worst that we have seen so far.
Yeah. Never seen anything like that.
Nope, that is.
I don't want to. I don't want to see it again.
When did they attack you?
I mean, we were almost here, and we were almost here.
How many more people are still in Balsted?
Oh, I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. How many more people are still there? Fuck that place.
Well then.
Seems to be a big sense of community on this island.
Listen.
It's been a stressful week.
It has been a stressful fucking week. And they have me here. Yeah, I fucking punched his face in. I admit it. I would have kept going, too. The motherfucker set my tent on fire. This was the only opportunity that they had. I told you. I mean, you all were the only ones who listened. She takes a drink again. But that fucking Lewis...
I was gonna say, what are the names? Go back!
set my fucking tent on fire. That was my whole livelihood.
Wait, and you have proof that he did this, but you are the one in shackles.
I don't have any proof that he did it, all right? But I know it was him. It was my tent that got caught on fire. No one else is gonna do it except for them, because they were pissed about the rum. And yeah, I punched him. I took my cast iron and I beat his fucking face in. But you know what? He set my livelihood on fire.
Where is he now?
I don't know. They took him. I thought he was here.
It could be. I'm not watching the gates 24/7.
Listen. If they don't believe me, then I'm not staying.
Well, what were they going to do with you?
Yeah, they were gonna put me on trial for beating in this asshole's face. I'm pretty sure they were sending me over to Night's Walk, where I mean, I've been there before, don't get me wrong, but not for almost killing somebody.
I think they have bigger concerns now.
Yeah, well, law and order doesn't tend to go completely out the window when the person you hurt knows somebody who knows somebody.
They have connections?
Yeah. Yeah, they do. They know people. They're friends with the mayor.
And where would you go?
I don't know. One of these ships has to be leaving and going somewhere. I've been here for almost my whole life, but... You know? I mean, you believed me before. Do you believe me now?
That's... They set your tent on fire and you beat them with an initial.
That he
melee.
was the one who did it, yeah.
I have no reason not to believe this.
Are you sure it was set by someone and it wasn't just
Yes.
an accident?
Yes, mine was the only one that was on fire until it wasn't. Then there was a bunch more buildings on fire.
But it started from the outside?
No.
It started from the inside?
Yeah.
So you think he came in?
Mm-hmm.
Where in your tent?
Well, that I don't know.
Were you there when it happened?
No, I wasn't.
Where were you?
I don't know. I
Set
was out
this
and
tent
about.
on
I was. Listen. So after you all left, you know how I asked you if you would, go back and see if you could find something in their tent? Well, I decided to do it on my own because I'm convinced. I know they were the ones that spiked my rum. I mean, my beer, my ale back. They made everybody sick. The jugs. My jugs! They're still in that tent. Anyway, I went back there. I went in, I broke in. I was down in their little desk area, their office, and I found this note that said, Cheese Cat. What's so funny?
Cat.
Cheese Cat. And it had a little receipt. Said some stupid thing about Cheese Cat and some word I didn't understand that was like it looked like it was something that, like a poison or something.
It sounds more like an appetizer.
No, Cheese Cat lives over in Echo Haven. They're from the Feywild. They're this, I don't know exactly, a frog person. And if you go to Cheese Cat, you can find stuff that normally isn't around here. So I think that they went to Cheese Cat. But then while I was there, Lewis caught me, he accused me of a whole bunch of stuff, and I got in trouble for that.
What would they go to this cat of cheese for?
For the poison to put into my jugs of...
I see.
You can get all kinds of weird stuff. Because the thing is, those jugs are magical. They're magical jugs.
Are they
And you can't...
proof magical jugs?
I don't know. I haven't been back in. But you can't just, like, put regular poison into a magical jug and have it work. It would just pour out. So there's got to be something. Anyway, Cheese Cats know. They're known for their... I'm surprised you haven't heard of them. But I guess if you don't do wacky stuff, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I appear to be doing wacky stuff more by the day.
Well, I'm just saying, even though Cheese Cat's kind of a slippery folk, they don't tell lies. The Fae. So I bet
Are
if...
we certain of that?
Yeah. I mean, that's what they say anyway. They say they don't tell lies. Everybody believes them. I'm just saying, Cheese Cat wouldn't lie. And maybe they'd be able to say whether or not Lewis has been going there and buying shit.
If we wanted to find a cheese cat, where would we go? Do you know?
Well, you gotta go up to Echo Haven and Lelea Pond.
On the Discord.
They kind of like hang out near Lelea Pond. Echo Haven's where all the rich people are. They're probably completely fucked right now.
We did hear that the Echo Haven is probably not faring too well.
That's a bunch of rich people with no protection, really. Money's not gonna protect you from these things.
Eldon's gonna stand up and walk outside.
Okay.
Go get some fresh air by himself, away from this conversation.
Okay.
Don't worry about him. He is Sensitive.
He looks sensitive.
Well,
So you're gonna break me out, or puts her hands on the
Who
table?
has the key?
The military has the key.
Well, we can't just go ask the military for a key. How are we going to break you out?
You all have skills, right?
Oi, Captain.
He turns and looks. Yeah.
Have you any tools that can get this off?
Depends. Whose shackles do those belong to?
I don't know their name.
Is it official or unofficial? I'm not getting involved in official business.
It could be unofficial for a price?
No. Turns. Callie slides her hands underneath the table again.
Oh, well.
Ayla Myrea, huh? Breaking the law?
I'm not breaking no laws. I am
No, if you close your eyes, I mean...
bending, perhaps.
It's called aiding and abetting.
I will gladly be the recipient
not
of your
betting.
abetting and aid. I just wouldn't have expected it of you, you know? This is not a side of you I've seen before.
Most
I've only
people-
ever seen the backside.
People think they knew me, but most people do not. Anyways. Where to get these off?
One important question. How do you see this ending, Callie?
Well, right now, my everything's gone. I can get on a boat and go back to Calia. Maybe I'll stop over at well, I'd rather go west than east, to be honest, but, you know, could stop at Rosecaster, I guess, or go to the mainland. Just start over. If you all won't clear my name. I mean, I can't go out there to go to find Cheese Cat and try to get them to stick up for me. I gotta get something in writing, bring them down here.
Well, reason I ask is if you want your name cleared, running away on a boat isn't going to help.
Right. But if nobody's gonna clear it, then that's my best option. So I don't want to put any pressure on you or anything, but you're the only ones who believed me anyway from the beginning. So, you gonna help me or no?
I'm just saying you're putting a lot of faith into what we can and can't do. We can try and help, but you'll still sit in a cell, one way or another.
Yeah.
It's up to you, if you want to clear your name, or if you just want to leave.
I mean, I don't really want to leave. Leaving's hard. I know I made it sound easy, but... What, I show up in Cambridge, and what do I do from there? I don't have any money. They took everything. They took my jugs. You could go back and get them, and then I would have something. I could go into hiding, you could go back to Balsted, you could get my jugs, I could get on a boat, I could go to Calia.
But there's monsters between here and Balsted.
I've seen what you can do.
It's best to forget that.
Nobody's forgetting about anything people can do. I've got a little something I can do too, but it's nothing compared to what you can do.
I think you just hit your head too hard. We cannot do much.
My head is perfectly fine. Ayla the Adventurer. Is that going to be your new dance?
I mean,
With
it could be,
swords?
but I have not juggled swords in a while. That is a good idea.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was a good one a couple years back. Didn't you do that one at the Joy Festival?
Possibly.
I think so. All these jeweled daggers. It was good.
But that is not the point. The point right now is there is
With Ayla, flattery's gonna get you everywhere.
there is quite a bit at stake for everyone. What do you want to do next? I can make no promises about finding this cheese cat in any timely fashion, or going back to Balsted. We have other things that we are currently preoccupied with.
What I can say is we can't help you right now, but we can try to help you when we leave here. Echo is a long ways from here. Balsted is a long ways from here. You're gonna have to surrender yourself for a while.
Or maybe the captain will hire you under the table but hide. He did not seem too kind to official business, apparently. I thought he would be. Never mind. That is not a good idea.
She puts her hands up, back on the table, and looks at the four of you. Like, I consider you a friend. The rest of you too.
Insight check.
Good.
Nice.
19.
I'm glad he always remembers to ask that.
Yeah.
'Cause I never do.
Alright, so 19. You're not sure that you believe her. It's not so much that you get this feeling that she's lying. She's not convincing you. She doesn't know you. Like, that's a weird thing to say, but everyone's different. So she looks at all of you and says, you know, friends help each other out. And you've been really good friends so far. So, if you promise to help me, then I'll turn myself in. But if I'm just some random person to you, then I appreciate what you've done so far, and I guess I'll find my own way. But I know people too. And I take care of my friends. And Simeon and Lewis, they're not good. And if they're doing this to me, who knows what they're doing, what their business practices are. And if you prove it, you will have set somebody free and, you know, cleared my name, except for, of course, bashing his face. And I did that, but it was in response to, not only did they set fire to my tent, but that did damage elsewhere. Other tents caught on fire, other parts of the village. I'm just saying, people would appreciate knowing if there was an arsonist around.
If we come across evidence that can exonerate you,
Cheese cat.
yes. If we come across this cheese cat and can get evidence, then we will surely present it.
But that's like saying if you run into him on the street, are you gonna go out and find him or no?
I mean,
I'm not saying tomorrow. I'm an adult. I can be realistic. I just want to know if I'm gonna rot or if someday my hero, Ayla, my Ray, will come back with evidence that will clear my name, get me my jugs back, and fuck Lewis and Simeon, not physically, but
Too many people are
business
using the H word in regards to me. First of all. Second of all, I mean, we are not going straight there. We will help you if we can.
We
That is the
still
best we can do.
we still have business in this city, and we're not sure for how much longer. So we can't give you an exact time. But like I said, you're gonna have to turn yourself in if you expect to clear your name and prove them. Because otherwise, if you run, it just makes you look more guilty.
I know.
That's why I'm asking you freedom. It's kind of hard to give up when you don't know.
I
Even
guess
if-
so.
Even if we come with the evidence. As you said, he has powerful friends. If history has taught us anything, being right does not mean you'll win. It's up to you. It's your life. Your choice.
So you're saying you're not gonna help me? That's
Saying-
all I'm looking for.
Saying we'll help you, but you still have to sit and rot.
Well, there's a difference between sitting there for a little while and rotting away and being forgotten.
Just saying we can help, but we can't make a guarantee we can get you out.
No, I know that. But you're the only people who listened. If you're saying, no, Callie, go fuck yourself, we've got other shit to do, then I will be on my way.
I mean, we do have other things to do. But we're not saying the other half.
But you're not saying that I mean enough. Are you doing it? Yes or no?
You guys aren't hitting accept quest
Right.
or decline quest.
Accept or decline.
Because it's one of those quests that's just gonna be put down to the bottom. And we'll get to it when we get to it.
That's
That happens.
I'm willing to help, but as he has said, it may take some time.
We'll help you.
Thank you. She reaches over with her bound hands, holds your hand if you will accept it.
But Iolite kind of holds her hand like a little tight and is like, but you'll help us if we help you.
Yeah,
You know people.
yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna sit here for a while. You can let the guards know I'm here.
I think it looks better if you turn yourself in, show you didn't run.
Well, you'll just tell them that you brought me here. It's fine. It was the Cassian guards that these belong to. I'm just gonna have another drink.
How like sturdy do those shackles look? Pretty sturdy. It's like the chain.
Military
linking
grade, yeah.
I could try to smash those with some rocks if you want.
She looks at them. She's like, it might look. Well, I mean, actually, if it looks like I could have gotten away, but I came back anyway. But if I'm sitting here, I don't really want to walk back through town with these. I'm just gonna sit here, and then you just tell them where they can find me. I won't move. I'll just get another drink.
All right.
We will do what we can for you.
I like her words better.
Most people do.
While this is happening, what's Eldon doing? Stepping outside. Theratrix following.
it's gonna whatever's out there, a bench or a barrel or anything like that. He's just going to sit. He's not doing anything in particular, just in absolute awe that we were just not fucking 10 minutes ago fighting and trying to save people and fighting for our lives, and now we're worried about this one person, and like she's talking about her livelihood. He's just in his head going like, livelihood. Livelihood. These fucking people are dying out on those walls, beyond the walls.
Is he saying that out loud?
Kind of, yeah. Just he doesn't get it almost. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't understand how. Like, a lot of people probably think he has almost a one-track mind. Like when Iolite came up and was talking to him, but he doesn't understand. He can't comprehend how people can just shift gears like that.
When you're like, yeah, like, I'm dying. Somebody walked by, like,
well, I mean, he's very busted up. His clothes, like,
talking to yourself.
he's like really fucked. He's all bloody, you know.
Theratrix just kind of lands in front and is staring up at you. It's like, isn't that what we're supposed to do? Is protect people?
Yes, Theratrix, and we did as well as we could.
But Callie needs to be protected too.
If she speaks true.
So if she lies, she doesn't deserve protection.
It's not that easy. It's less about that and more about the people that are beyond the walls at this very moment, and not being able to do anything about it.
So we can't protect everyone.
His mind flashes to his mom, like that memory that he had while he was not dying, but unconscious or whatever. We can't save everyone. We save who we can.
Is protecting the same as saving?
I hate it when you ask me questions like that.
I don't have a
I'm
baby
sorry.
dragon. I'm not ready to answer the big
I'm
questions.
sorry, Eldon. I'm just trying to understand.
These are questions keepers have been asking themselves for 1,000 years. The keeper's oath. I don't think he's ever said it to Theratrix yet. I am a keeper. I am the blade, the arrow, and the shield for the innocent. A protector for those who can't protect themselves. Oh, fuck, I'm forgetting it. I had it written too. Let me see. Sorry. He looks over at Theratrix and he says, I am a keeper. I am the blade, the arrow, and the shield for the innocent. A protector for those who cannot defend themselves. If blood must be shed, may it be mine, and not of the faultless. Nothing will come between myself and this mission. I am a keeper of my fellow beings, from this day until my last. Whether that means saving or protecting are the same thing, I don't know. I want to keep people safe, Theratrix. That's what I know. It's what I was raised to do. I want to keep people from being hurt, from dying. I'm not sure that what they're inside talking about is that same thing.
So we only protect if death is the outcome? Or do we protect so people can live?
So what do you recommend then?
I don't know.
I'm 5 days old.
I just thought of that as I said it. He's like, but I'm a baby.
I gotta get this dragon drunk. I'm gonna impart some wisdom on this dragon.
If you ruin my dragon.
I take one night when you're on the roof sleeping. I'm taking this dragon out for a night, and you're gonna come back and you're gonna be like, "Who are you? What are these words words you're using.
It's smoking a little
Kai's
cigarette.
already.
Yeah, Kai's already been
It's
doing
like a
this.
Cruella de Vil is like on the stick.
Where did you get that? It's so tiny.
She's in no danger of death at the moment, or injury. There's other people who are, and that's why I'm so torn.
But so are you. You're in danger of death. Look at you.
When he looks down, it's his clothes are all torn, and the potion and the spells heal, correct? So it's not like open wounds.
Yeah.
And they scar over. Right.
Yeah.
So where that monster had bit and torn like around, you guys don't see this obvious, well, not yet, but would be where it looked like it would like gouge out instead of being like pink or tan like his skin. It would be almost the same. It would almost like his, like on the sides of his head. It would be like, it would be darker than that, but it would be dark, almost blackish, green and brown, like almost like scale. So wherever he was hurt, when it got healed up, that's what it looks like. You're right. I am hurt. But like the oath says, that's my purpose. If I have to shed blood so someone who's innocent doesn't have to, well, that's what happens. Someone like Ayla, or maybe even Kai, they don't understand that.
I should materialize right next to you and be like, oh yeah.
I would lose my last 12 hit points headbutting you in the face. Wham!
Do the keepers teach that the only way to protect is to put one's self at risk?
No, it just tends to work out that way. But you're not wrong when you say that we should help, even if it doesn't mean that she's in danger of death. It's just hard to square in my mind what just happened, is all. There's so many people that I wanted to save and help. It's torn apart.
But you still did your duty. We did our duty. We protected.
We did.
You told me that we can't always save everyone. I felt you when you went down. It didn't feel good.
No.
I will continue to get strong so that you do less of that.
Well, thank you. That's very kind of you. He doesn't know how to handle that. And you're right. We can't save everyone, but the compulsion is still there. I don't know why. I don't know if it's something in me. I don't know if it's something the way I was brought up. But it burns inside me. And I can't stand it. Seeing all those people hurt, he's like looking at his hands.
Just want to open up the door and walk out. And he's like, there are elixirs for that, but you do not partake. And start walking.
Okay.
Oh, you actually did that. I thought you were bullshitting.
No, I did that.
Theratrix will just nod.
like put out his arm so he can like hop up on his shoulder and limp. He'll limp after Ayla, I guess, or the group if that's where everyone's going.
Yeah, Kai's not walking very fast.
Yeah.
Because he only
We're bringing
has-
up the rear.
He's got 2 more hit points than you.
We're definitely bringing up the rear.
So by now it's like maybe 3 o'clock in the 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So as you head up the port district through the Bloodstone Square. Funnily, oh, that was my bra snapping.
I thought that was somebody's knee or something.
Yeah, I've just been snapping my own bra. It's my
Bras, knees, joints all sound the same.
They really do sound the same.
You step through the Bloodstone Square, and it's funny, but not. It's funny, strange, not funny, haha. But as you are walking through, you see the truists dancing and laughing and drinking and all around that bloodstone. They are not, as even there are some people who are running by you now to head towards the western gate. The truists are laughing and just full of joy and glee and happiness all around the bloodstone, singing songs, and their bright colors and the light from the sun's like reflecting off of the bloodstone, which has paint and flowers, everything in various shades of red. And you are brought back, Iolite, to just a moment of watching them. It's like they never changed from really the night before. Just dancing and joyous as you kind of come to terms with what you experienced and coming closer to the crowd, seeing some people walking by and crying with their family members headed the opposite way, or it's just a very strange juxtaposition of joy and glee. They are unchanged, they are unfazed by what is happening, and the sadness and confusion that is surrounding you as this day, only halfway done, continues.
Is there anybody in that group with like a bottle of wine?
Oh yeah, there's wine on the ground. They're not. I mean, there's.
Someone with a bottle of wine as we walk by is gonna do like a quick dance, and they're like, "Hey, we're dancing," and then like do a spin, and I just take the bottle from their hand, and then I will walk on with the bottle, and I take a swig, and then I pass it to him, and I go, "You might want to take a sip and pour that on your wounds."
Take a swig.
Hand it to me. Or?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah. Even Eldon's gonna take a hit from that.
Okay. So as you pass the bottle, does everyone take a swig?
Yeah, he'll
Yeah.
pass it to whoever's closest.
We fade to light as it is still daytime. And you have to decide where I guess as you head back to the Starlight Concert Hall, I'm assuming.
Eldon needs to lay down for a while. He's got, I
To
think
nurse your
he's got
wounds.
3 levels of exhaustion now or something. He woke up with 1 because I woke up late, and then I think I got.
You went down twice, yeah.
Yeah.
And that is where we will pick up.
Did you flip a coin and then
I
that
might
thing?
have.
He's just doing random shit at this point.
Over there.
That's all.